Even though I'm still pointing the gun at her, Marika steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, her expression unreadable. Marika takes the gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist. Oh! Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in. Deep down I know, I can't save Mayuri. Even if Marika's group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. Steins Gate? There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Fate, God, the will of the universe, an absolute force that no one can resist. It exists, and it has sentenced Mayuri to death, and for me to have hiccups. Oh, pardon me. Where the hell? Oh, we're in a car. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind me. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognize him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed Mayuri in the taxi. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly, as if to say that there's no hope of escape. The dashboard clock reads 7:30. I look out the window again. Through the film I managed to make out a street sign. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. If she did as I said, she won't die by their hands, but that doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Marika's going to take the time leap machine away. What will happen then? CERN can have the machine if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't, not when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time leap machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. I have to get to it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. Oh, that was a nice noise. So my bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I barely feel any pain. I can still move, that's all that matters. I run up the stairs with my hands still tied. I can only pray that I'll be able to operate the time leap machine quickly enough. Mayuri, Kurisu and Daru are in the lab. So are Marika and her men. When I open the door and burst in, everyone looks at me in surprise. She's gonna die now. When she sees my tattered body, Mayuri runs up to me with tears in her eyes. Wait! I tried to stop her. Knew it. In the corner of my eye I see Marika take aim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. But a man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. Are you shitting me? I watch helpless as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes, wide and wet with tears, seem to stare into mine. But I can see that they have already lost their light. She's gone. Again. 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 What happens next is the same as before. Suzuha defeats the Rounders and Kurisu helps me time leap. Fuck's sake. We need to come up with a plan. Oh no, we're at 4 o'clock again. We're like bouncing all over the time. A flood of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in the lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Marika's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those D-mails. Perhaps the future might be different, instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it to pieces right here? In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out, "It's Kurisu." Thought as much. Kurisu grabs my arm and pulls me back. I lower the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. It caused, or will cause, Mayuri's death, but at the same time, it is also my only chance of averting that future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand. I can't deal with this. Not now. I flee from the lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. So the giant screen on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticker at the bottom displays today's weather forecast, along with the date and time. I realise that today is Friday the 13th. There's nowhere to get through today without Mayuri dying. It's already 5:30. 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara Station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms wound around each other. Somehow they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die. Whoa! Wow. I lift my head and see Kurisu standing there.
No. Christina.
何よ。
今何時だ
5時38分。ねえ、そんなところでドキュン行為してる暇があったら買い出し付き合いなさいよ。
Shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge, just like now. It feels like so long ago. Back then, I had no idea what was about to happen.
どうなの？買い出し来るのか来ないのか。
I sigh deeply. I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However, I keep my eyes lowered.
初めてまともに名前呼んだな。
I feel her eyes on me. I can't save Mayuri alone. I realize that now. Reliving today again and again only to taste the same despair each time has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope. Aww.
話して。あんたがタイムリープしたのが分かってる。
Oh. How? Why else would he just randomly decide to destroy it? I look up in surprise. Kurisu doesn't meet my stare, instead she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown.
あんたに誰かから電話がかかってきたと思ったらいきなり表変したから。
Okay.
私の目はごまかせない。
3時間後から来た。
何があった？
真由里が殺された。
I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. Then he explained about Sen and Moeka and about how Kurisu herself activated the time leap machine and made this possible. I tell her about my previous leaps. I explain that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During that time, Kurisu hardly says a word.
全て俺の責任だ。
Talking to Kurisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen.
セルンにハッキングしろなんてダルに頼まなければよかった。タイムマシーンを作ろうなんて言い出さなければよかった。萌香をラボメンになんかするんじゃなかった。真由里が死ぬのは全て俺の責任なんだ。
That's why I needed to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet my resolve has already crumbled.
そんなまずいことが起きようとしてるのに、あんたはなんでここでぼんやりしてるの
Kurisu's tone is haughty. Is this how I sound when I'm playing Hohoi in Kyoma?
わからないって何が？
真由里を助ける方法が。
あんたの話を聞いた限りじゃ、時間順序保護仮説は本当だったってことになるのか。
何をしてもどうやっても真由里が死んでしまうんだ。
Yep. In the most bizarre ways. Killed by a train, crushed by a van, shot, stabbed. Literally any way you could die, she has died.
だからタイムリープを延々と繰り返したか。タイムリープマシンは理論上絶対安全だと証明されているわけじゃない。
Kurisu lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when assessing a problem.
これまでは何事もなく成功してたかもしれないけど、繰り返し使うことでどんな影響が出るかもわからない。もしかしたら時間の輪、つまり因果率から外れるかもしれない。あんたはそんな危険を冒してるの。そのことを自覚して。
因果率から外れるとは
SF 小説によくあるでしょ。閉じた時間の輪の中で永遠にさまよい続けるってこと。永久に年は取らないけど、永久に同じ日からは出られなくなる。
Oh, we already have been doing that for the past several hours.
最悪の場合、なかったことにされる可能性だってある。
What?
存在の抹消。あんたの18年だか19年だかの人生の痕跡すべてをあらゆる人間が最初から知らなかったことにされるかも。時間を飛び越えることはそれだけ危険なのよ。
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。
Kurisu looks surprised. Oh yeah, she said that on a different word line. Or different time.
私も今その言葉を言おうと思ってた。
お前から教わった言葉だ。
いつ？
俺はもう何度もタイムリープしている。
Oh,
なるほど。
we've done it several times. Kurisu squats next to me, thinking deeply.
あんたの話が本当だったとして、真由里を助けたい気持ちは私だって同じよ。でもタイムリープマシン製作に関わった人間の一人として、あれを何度も使うことは勧められない。あんたはそれでももがく。
俺は
I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だからお前に助けを求めたんだ。もがくために、真由里を助けるために。俺一人じゃダメだったが、クリスの協力があれば何とかできるかもしれない。 できると信じたい。力を貸してくれ。
Kurisu sighs.
無茶しやがってバカ。
え
あんた壊れててもおかしくなかったんだからね。
Oh, it has. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment, then turns away as if embarrassed.
協力はする。マユリは大切な仲間、ラボメンだから。
Oh,
それにあんたのそんな辛そうな姿見てられない。
すまない。
謝らないでよ岡部。前に私の父親のことで相談に乗ってくれたでしょ。
mm-hmm.
あの時私結構救われたんだ。だから今度は私があんたの力になる。あんたの力になりたい。それで一緒に青森まで行ってもらわないと。
Oh, Mori, that's true. She smiles a wry but gentle smile as if I were her mischievous younger brother.
止めたってタイムリープする気なんでしょ。何しろあんたは狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。いつだって独善的に生きてきたんだから。ちょっとそこは無論だ。わっはっはっはみたいに答えなさいよ。
そうだな。
調子狂うな。
Oh, wow. Kurisu is right. I'll do anything to save Mayuri. Well, that was sweet. Kurisu stands up and looks at her watch.
さてもうあまり時間もないから、これからあたふたするよりもっとじっくり対策を練った方がいい。
True.
つまり
今からもっと前の時間に飛んでおく。 そこで改めて私に事情を説明して。
Right. Kurisu's right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random. And look where that's gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save Mayuri.
行こう。
Kurisu stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Daru are already back when we return to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Kurisu and I explain that we forgot to do the shopping. So could they please take care of it for us? I have to cough up the money to convince them to go, but it works.
マユリ本人はともかく橋田にも話さないの？
必要になったら話す。
For now it's not, and I don't have time to explain. While Kurisu sets up the machine, I head downstairs to the Bronto workshop, kick the door open and turn on the 42-inch CRT. That went more smoothly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leap long before the cops get here. Kurisu looks shocked when I return to the lab.
住居侵入罪で逮捕されるわよ。
どうせ過去に戻れば今のはなかったことになる。
Kurisu hands me the headgear and I put it on.
そっか、あんたの主観じゃそうなるわけだ。
Exactly.
私の主観だとどうなるんだろう。あんたが飛んだ後、ここはどうなる？
I guess... Ooh.
そのデータがすぐに取れる。
She'll forget. I guess. My consciousness travels to the past, that I know from experience. Oh, thanks, Ultimate Skyhawk. Appreciate it. You have a good day too. Oh crap, I don't think I read that. Oh no, that I know from experience. I did read that. Okay, but what about the body I leave behind? If time is a straight line, then it's likely that the present will be reconstructed based on my actions in the past. But if the many worlds interpretation holds, then after I leave, this world will continue on as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe. But now I really don't care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Kurisu's fingers stop typing on the keyboard.
どうした？
考えたら思考がループしちゃってた。
D メールのような状態になるかもしれない。
The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what was what it was like before the change.
その方が楽だけど悔しくもある。
データを観測できないからか。
そういうこと。
Kurusu nods and begins tinkering with the settings again.
転送先は5時間前にしておいた。つまり午後1時40分くらい。
Wow.
覚えてる？私がタイムリープマシーンを完成させたのは2時過ぎだった。
Barely. For Kurusu, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. Maybe it has been weeks.
時間にルーズな男は嫌われる。感謝しなさいよ。私は時計をよく見る癖があって、何時に何があったかは結構覚えてるの。
Kurusu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。タイムリープマシンを使うならこれだけは覚えておいて。
Okay.
携帯電話は絶対に手放さないこと。それはあんたの生命線、局所場指定のマーカーなの。
That's true.
それさえ持ち続けていればどの時間へも跳躍はできる。でももし手放してしまって誰かに使われたら。
Then if I leap to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. I don't want to imagine what might happen next.
あるいは充電が切れたり壊されたりしたら。
Then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will still be a period of time which I can never leap.
タイムリープは成功しない。だから絶対に携帯を手放しちゃダメ。
了解だ。
今日の昼間にタイムリープしたら2時に私がマシンを完成させるまではあんたは特別なことはしてはいけない。これが完成しないときっとこの時間までの流れが大きく変わってしまう。完成したらすぐに実験はしないって宣言して全員解散させて。それから私に声をかけてくれればいい。未来から来たって言われれば多分私は信じる。
Okay. Do we have like a phrase though?
私のことは私が一番よく知ってる。
So Kurusu grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing.
そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。
My mad skills.
さっきあんたからタイムリープしてきたって言われた時は自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えた。何の疑問もなくね。
I see.
念のためにキーワードを決めておきましょう。私の今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
何？
あ、いや別に意味なんてないからな。
Yeah, sure.
マイフォークが欲しいのか？
マイスプーンはもう持ってるからって。そこに興味持つな。はいはい、準備できた。いつでも行ける。
I nod and call up the phone wave. Name subject to change.
気をつけて。私はいつだってあんたの味方よ。
Aww. Kurusu touches my shoulder, then steps away. Right, so we went back 5 hours? 6 hours? I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain. A whining in my ears. These sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock, it's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on TV. In about 15 minutes, Kurusu will finish the time leap machine. All it needs are some final adjustments. So there's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain in my brain subsides, I realise that my head is throbbing. Why? I remember, right before this I had an argument with Mr. Braun, in which he introduced his fist to my skull. So Mayuri is at her sewing machine working on her costume. Daru is at his computer collecting moe artwork from the internet. Yeah, sure, artwork. Kurisu is in the development room, upgrading the time leap machine. I sit motionless as the minutes tick by. So suddenly the sound of the sewing machine stops. Miori shows me her costume. Oh yeah, I remember doing this. Because now Daru will come over and tell her to say "flap" again. There we go.
今のビローンもう一度ビローンいただきました。
もうやだこの変態。
Oh my god. I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves. Mayuri looks a little tired. She was working on this costume all night. But then she smiles, brighter than the sun. I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember. Kurisu finishes connecting the two cords she's holding. Alright, that's my cue.
実験はしない。
Crap, was that too soon?
いきなり全否定とか。私が何のために苦労して作ったと思ってんのよ。
What I have been doing. What have I been doing?
タイムリープには問題が山積みだ。その点についてじっくり検証したい。
あんたにしてはまともな意見だな。
何
が問題なのかな。完成したんじゃないの？
詳しくは後日説明する。今日はみんな疲れているだろうから解散にしよう。完成祝いにちょっとでもパーッとやったりしないの？
Have it tomorrow.
それも後日だ。
Oh, there we go. I managed to convince Daru and Mayuri to leave. I lend Mayuri my phone charger, since we use the same brand of phone. Kurisu tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back.
何？
不満か？
Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications.
俺は5時間後から来た。
Kurisu spears me with a piercing glare.
何の冗談？
Her narrowed eyes make me believe that looks can kill.
睨むな。お前言っていることが全然違うではないか。何が未来から来たと言われれば多分信じるだ。
は？何そのバカっぽいセリフ。
5時間後のお前が言ったんだぞ。
捏造しないで。私が多分信じるみたいな論理性皆無な発言するわけないでしょ。
Oh my god. I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. If this is how you're going to be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word.
タイムリープが成功したことを聞かされたお前は何の疑問もなく自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えたとも言った。そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。
私はそんなのだぜみたいな話し方しない。
Well, you did to us.
お前が今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
There we go. Now she'll believe us. Kurisu's face suddenly turns red.
マイスプーンはすでに持っているそうだな。
そんなことまで話したのか？5時間後の私。
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now. She appears genuinely shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
心の中を覗き見されたような気分よ。しかもよりによって岡部にと。
What does she think I'm gonna do?
でもあんたの言うことは信じて良さそうね。詳しく聞かせて。
I explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time. So we're basically gonna tell her that Mayuri dies at 7 p.m. tonight.
なるほどね。あんたの言うことが事実ならかなりまずい状況だな。
Yes, we do. So there are 5 hours until Mayuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
5時間後の私は時間順序保護仮説かもって言ってたらしいけど、それともちょっと違う気がする。あの仮説は因果率が狂う恐れがあるから、タイムトラベルの可能性は量子論により否定されるっていうものよ。でもタイムリープの場合、タイムパラドックスはそもそも起きない。
Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time looping can't cause a grandfather paradox.
やはり世界の意志だ。宇宙そのものが検閲をするかのように、俺が歪ませた地上の修正を行っているとしか思えない。
That could be true, actually.
だとしたらタイムリープじゃマユリは救えないっていうことになる。何をしたって修正されちゃうんだから。
Oh, that's not good.
そんなのは認めない。
同意するわ。世界の意思説は非現実的すぎる。私は支持したくない。
Wow, there's so many errors. As I scientist,
多世界解釈ならどうだ。マユリが死なない可能性を観測できれば解決だ。
多世界解釈か。マユリの死に方がいつも違うっていうのは関係あるのかな。
yeah.
でも重ね合わせ状態になっているいくつもの可能性世界は相互観測が不可能なのに、あんたはどうして観測できてるの？
それはこの俺の特殊能力であるリーディングシュタイナーが。
ダメだこいつ、早く何とかしないと。
他に